Hi everyone, I'm Ravi Handa, founder of the website handagafunda.com. Welcome to another solved example on logical reasoning. In this question, we are given students in a college are discussing two proposals: a proposal by the authorities to introduce a dress code on campus, and B is a proposal by students to allow multinational food franchises. A student does not necessarily support either of the two proposals, which means a student can support A, he can support B, he can support both of them, or he can support none of them. All four possibilities are there. Then we are given in an upcoming election for student union president, there are two candidates, Sunita and Ragini. Every student prefers one of the two candidates, which means every student will either go for Sunita or for Ragini. It is not possible that they go for both of them. It is not possible that they go for none of them, because every student has to pick one out of Sunita or Ragini. A survey was conducted among the students, picking a sample of 500 students. And then we have some more information. 250 students supported proposal A and 250 students supported proposal B. So let's say this is my circle of the students who are supporting A, and this is my circle of the students who are supporting B. Now please note there is intersection between them, because as we mentioned earlier, it is possible that a student can support both. It is also possible that the student supports none of them. So those will be the people who will be outside the circle. So we have 250 people for A and we have 250 people for B. There will be some common. Among 200 students who prefer Sunita, so we have Sunita with 200 students. Total, there are 500 students, and every student has to pick either Sunita or Ragini, which means if 200 students are preferring Sunita, then there must be 300 students who are preferring Ragini. How do I represent that in the diagram? Well, I will make this line. Anyone who is above this line is a Sunita supporter. There are 200 of those. And anyone who is below this line is a Ragini supporter, and there are 300 of those. So now we are given among the 200 who prefer Sunita as the president, 80% supported proposal A, which means that this part and this part, these two combined is 80% of 200, which is 160. So if I put this value as x, then this value will be 160 minus of x, because these two portions combined have to add up to be 80% of Sunita's supporters, or these two portions have to add up to be 160. Third condition says, among those who preferred Ragini, that means among these 300 people, 30%, which is 90, supported A. So very similarly, these two combined have to be 90. So if I take this part as y, this part will be 90 minus y. And now I have the complete A circle. The upper part 160 are Sunita supporters. The lower part 90 are Ragini supporters. 20% of those who support B. B is supported by 250 people. 20% of those. So that means we are talking about 50 people. 50 people prefer Sunita, which means these two portions combined has to be a total of 50. So this comes out as 50 minus x. Then we are given 40% of those who did not support student proposal B prefer Ragini. That means 250 supported B, 250 did not support B, 40% of those, that is 100 people, preferred Ragini, 100 of those who are not supporting B. So outside this circle of B, there are 100 people, 90 minus y are here, the other 10 plus y are here. So these 100 people combined are the ones which are liking Ragini. Every student who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B also supported proposal A. So Sunita lovers are the ones above the line, everyone who is inside B. That means these two also supported A, which means there is no one who likes B only and Sunita, making 50 minus x as 0 or making the value of x as 50. And as soon as I get x as 50, 160 minus x comes out as 110. So I have 110 here and I have 50 here and I have 0 here. Among those who preferred Ragini, 20% did not support any of the proposals. So Ragini is 300, 20% of those is 60. 60 did not support any of the proposals. That will mean 10 plus y is 60 or y is 50. If I get the value of y as 50, 90 minus y is 40. How many are left for this? 60 and 40 is 100. 150 are gone. Total were 300, making this part as 150. 110 and 50, 160 are gone. This is 0. 200 minus 160 will make this particular part as 40. And now I have my complete distribution. If I have my complete distribution, all that I need to do now is to look at the questions. Question number 1 says, among the students surveyed who supported A, what percentage preferred Sunita? So A supporters are 250. Among them, how many like Sunita? 110 and 50. So 160 out of 250 like Sunita. So this is what percentage into 100? 0, 0 cancel. 25 and 100 gives me 4. So this is 16 into 4 or 64%. What percentage of students surveyed who did not support A preferred Ragini? Let's check. Well, we have 60 students here who do not support A. We have 150 students here who do not support A. So we have a total of 210 students out of 250 A haters or people who don't believe in A. So 210 out of 250 is a total of 84%. What percentage of students surveyed who supported both A and B preferred Sunita? Both A and B is 100 students, 50 like Sunita, 50 like Ragini. So this is a total of 50%. How many of the students surveyed supported proposal B, did not support A and preferred Ragini? So we want supporters of B who did not support A. So we will ignore this and liked Ragini. So we are looking at a total of 150 students, which is given to me as option 1. Should you attempt this question in the exam? Definitely, because all you needed to do was to make a very simple Venn diagram, which would have made the question very simple for you. You should definitely attempt this. All the questions also were very simple and very straightforward. These were very easy marks just waiting to be taken. Thank you.
Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get notifications of future videos.